Today we're discussing how women around the world are competing for Western men. Guys, I said this was going to happen. I said you were going to see things happening like women saying, women in Africa saying things like, listen, every white king needs a black queen. Bring your beautiful ass over to Africa and we're going to show you how a woman is supposed to really treat you. I'm telling y'all right now that I told y'all this is going to happen. All right. You guys are going to see this right now. You'll see a bunch of white guys in Africa dressed up in tribal gear and establishing, I don't know, like, I don't know. I mean, we had Wakanda and Black Panther. I don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers are gonna put together. They're gonna do some shit over there. I'm telling y'all right now. All right, people think I'm fucking around. I'm not fucking around. I'm not jazzing with y'all. I'm being very, very serious. Very fucking serious, guys. All right, do you understand? I'm not fucking with you. I am fucking serious. You're gonna see a bunch of white motherfuckers moving to Africa, okay, moving to Africa and laying that and setting up and setting and laying down roots over there. This is not a game. All right, you're gonna have a shitload of African women, all right, trying to bring these men over there and telling them that they are white kings and they need a black queen to appreciate them. They need an African queen to appreciate them. All right, you're gonna see this shit happening, and it's not just there; it's happening all around the world. You have Eastern Europe. You're gonna have European women. They've been doing this for years. European women have been doing this for years, but it's going to accelerate. Women around the world are looking at the condition that American men are living in. They're seeing that these men are willing to leave. These women are more than happy to take these men. You have to understand this culture of promiscuity in the United States, in Canada, in Australia, in the UK, in Western countries. Women in countries where there is culture, they're not about that life. All right? Having high body counts and slut culture, being proud to be a slut and feminism. They don't like that shit. All right? I read a comment from someone years ago, and he literally said that American women, Western women, were the biggest disgrace of the world. You literally have American women now attacking foreign women, attacking them. Western women are attacking women in these other countries, calling them uneducated, calling them poor, calling them a series of different names, putting these women down because these men are going overseas and marrying these women, and these women are saying that marrying these foreign women, and American women are saying that these men are no good. The men that are leaving this country are no good, and that they're taking advantage of these women because these women don't have any other choices. Because these women, they're suffering in their countries. These women are uneducated because if they were educated, they basically are saying that they are superior to foreign women. And these are women who have education. These women have a lot of times they have education that are higher than American women. For example, black women compared to Filipinas. You've got to be kidding me. Filipinas have significantly higher education levels than black American women, significantly higher education than black American women. And they're attacking these women, calling them poor, calling them uneducated. These women speak better English than the Ebonics that a lot of black women speak. I'm just being very honest. They speak better English than the Ebonics. In the Philippines, you're more likely to see two Filipinos talking and speaking English to one another than them speaking another language. The reason why is because English has always been one of the official languages in the Philippines. People are more likely to speak English in the Philippines than Talagog. I forget how you pronounce it. These languages, they have multiple different languages in the Philippines, and they're only spoken in different certain places. So you cannot really assume like, okay, well, I go here in the Philippines, there's a better chance that everyone speaks English because, for example, all the textbooks are in English. All the textbooks are in English. So when children go to school, all their books are in English. You're right. They're not in these other languages, so they have to speak English. Okay, this is how they communicate. and they're acting like they're saying that these women can't speak English. They're uneducated. They're poor. They're just doing this because they wouldn't want these men. They're saying that the men that are going over to these countries are fat and ugly and broke. And when these women come, when they bring these women to America, these women will become enlightened and see that these men are nothing. And they're just going to leave these men, like And instead of these men working on themselves and getting their dollars up and getting a woman in America, they're trying to go over there and get themselves a poor woman who's suffering and starving in the bush. Like, bro, this is you can look at the guys, like their video. There's so many channels on YouTube right now of these passport bros. And if there's one thing you notice, most of these passport bros aren't a bunch of big fat dudes with Cheetos crumbs all over their fingers. A lot of these dudes are educated, all right? They could not go to the Philippines and make this move if they did not have money in their pockets. All right? They're going to the Philippines, they're buying houses or building homes. And these homes are being decorated. And these Filipinas are slim, they're cooking, they're preparing food. They enjoy doing it. I was watching a video by one Filipina. She goes, I prepare food for myself, so why is it so hard to prepare something for my husband while I'm preparing something for myself? I mean, it's just absolutely insane. And the conditions that some of these American women are so spoiled, it's just ridiculous. So ridiculous. Western women are so spoiled. They don't know what it means to be hungry. They all believe that they deserve a millionaire. And, they literally attack men like, oh, you're a broke man if you work as a garbage man. You're a broke man. You make less than $100,000 a year. You're a broke man. The average salary nationwide, guys, is like $40,000 a year. It's like what the average person makes in the United States, $40,000 a year. And women in America believe that all these men need to go out and become millionaires. Because if they don't, because otherwise they don't have ambition. Like if you're not pulling at least over 100 grand, my boy, you don't have any ambition. You don't have any ambition. That's what they're saying. It's just frustrating. And men are tired of being frustrated. Men are tired of the bullshit. The men are tired of the games. I'll show you this video right now, right? I'll show you this video right here. Let me get over to the video. Egyptian chick tells passport bros they will get a woman that never slept with a man in her country. Check this out. This is an Egyptian woman, and
All right.
she's actually a Muslim. Not all Muslim women wear a hijab, but they have a I'll tell you right now, and there are Muslim girls who wear bikinis. But here's the thing about that: they're not wearing a bikini because they want men to look at them. They're wearing a bikini because they're at the beach, and they're not posing in a bikini on the street. Like you go to Instagram, you have these women in bikinis, and they're like just in their backyard, or they're on the street, or they're like taking it inside their homes. Like, like they're like why are you in a bikini? Because it's a thirst trap. It's a thirst trap. Back in the old days, you would never see a woman in a bikini unless you went to the beach. To the beach, you know, it just did not happen. Pornography, you'd have to go and get a dirty magazine if you wanted to see pornography. All right, and that was it. And that was it. That was literally it. And you didn't have this dopamine rush. You just didn't get this constant dopamine rush. Okay, I'm just being so honest with y'all. It was not it wasn't what it is today. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous what society has come down to. OnlyFans is just further exemplifies the fallen society that we live in today. But don't misunderstand. This is a Western thing. This is not in America. This is not in other countries. Feminism can only thrive in a country of abundance. In poor countries, they throw these women out. In countries that have cultural values, they throw these women out. And when I say they, I mean the women in these countries. You think the women in these countries tolerate these types of women? These women will drag these women in the streets. If they find out you're a slut in another country, you're going around and you're trying to sleep with someone's husband, these women will drag these women out into the streets. The men will have to pull the women off off these women, off these sluts. There are videos on YouTube. There used to be where women would literally gang up on sluts, all right, and they would shave their heads, they'd strip them and shave them, all right. Like it's some serious shit. They don't play that bullshit in their countries. The men have to come and drag the women away and clothe these sad saps because this is how it is. They don't play that bullshit. But listen to this. Listen to this video right now.
So now, you being from Egypt and you being Muslim, if a man did,
She's from Egypt. She's a Muslim. All right. Check this out. No hijab. That's a The hijab is something that women choose to wear. It's a cultural thing. They say some people say it's not religious, as in it's not a part of Islam. It has nothing to do with Islam. It is a 100% culture. It's a cultural thing. All right. It is a family thing. It is something that they do in their tribe, but it is not. It is not. It has nothing to do with Islam. Let's make that very, very clear.
go over there, right? Passport bro, he goes. How would he be treated by a woman? Like, is she gonna be going out all the time? She gonna be dressing sexy like over here? Like, is that the same over there?
Well, first of all, let's start with
And I want you to look at this girl. She has like a little nose ring, but that's cool. But look at her face very carefully. I don't even know if she's wearing an ounce of makeup. Like, I don't even know if she's wearing makeup. If she is, then she's doing a really, really good job of hiding it. Those look like her. Those look like her eyebrows, her own eyebrows. All right. Her face does not look painted to me. Her lips look like her own lips. All right. This looks like what a normal woman is supposed to look like.
how society is there. Like we don't support OnlyFans and stuff like.
Do you see how quickly she jumped to OnlyFans? We don't support OnlyFans. OnlyFans is now like something that women are doing in America proudly. There's this channel called, I think it's Caleb Simpson, and he goes around. You guys have probably seen it. He shows off like different apartments in New York. He started with New York, and then he started doing Los Angeles, and I think he's done some in Florida, I think, and maybe some other places at this point. But it's usually the East Coast or the West Coast, and a lot of the women that he's showing off apartments for, these are OnlyFans models. And you've got some of these women like, oh, how much do you pay a month? $20,000 a month. Like, bro, $20,000 a month. Come on, you know. And it's like you're supposed to be proud doing OnlyFans, bro.
That. We don't support like showing off your body wearing bikinis in the middle of the streets.
We don't support showing off your body wearing bikinis in the middle of the street. So it's not about wearing a bikini. It's about wearing a bikini in the middle of the streets. All right? Like this is it's a disgrace. It is a total disgrace what America has come down to, what the West in general has come down to. You've got dudes from Germany fleeing Germany for Africa. You have dudes from Germany fleeing Germany for Africa.
Um, yeah, like it's mainly like woman cooks and cleans and takes care of the house, and man goes to work. So like a woman would basically expect you to pay for her stuff, of course, and we would go into dating just for fun. First of all, like that's the main priority to like date, get to know each.
Like that's another thing, guys. Like this dating bullshit, going on 100 dates, wasting all this fucking money. Who in their right mind is doing this shit? That's why a lot of men are getting tired and dropping out. And women, this is it's a wonderful thing because they're getting to go out, get a free meal, take their doggy bag home. There's some women who don't even buy food. Like literally, they just go on dates. Like they don't even buy food. They don't have a monthly bill. They just go on dates. There's some women who use Tinder to get free food as well. Like they have no interest in hooking up with the guy, but they're like, okay, they tell the guy to bring a pizza. All right, when the guy comes over, they take the pizza and they're like, all right, bro, well, nothing's gonna happen, but thanks for the food. Like how brazen do you have to be? Like that's some real ballsy shit to like say I'm gonna take advantage of you. Like I had no interest in you whatsoever, but I'm just gonna take advantage of you and use you for food. And there's nothing you can do about it. But then they talk about things like a rape culture in America, grape culture in America. They talk about things like violence in America and violence against women in America. They talk about, for example, when women do these things, oh, it's fine. But then when men do these things, for example, you have a guy who would constantly go to restaurants and he invited women on dates, and then he would leave them. He would leave them at the restaurant. He'd order like a ton. He'd let them order whatever they want to order. He'd order, and he'd leave them at the restaurant. And basically, he wouldn't pay for their meal, and he would stick them with the bill. And what the restaurants have done is the restaurants, they basically knowing about this guy now, they basically wipe the bill off for the woman. They're like, oh my gosh, we can't charge this poor woman, this terrible evil man. I don't know. I think he got arrested at one point. How the hell do you arrest this man? Like, I mean, seriously, seriously, he's just doing what women have been doing to men for ages. And the restaurants are like, oh, we're not going to charge. We're not going to charge these poor women. We're not going to charge these poor women, bro. Are you really? What are you on? Like, what are you on? Okay, because if the roles are reversed, no one gives a damn. No one gives a fuck. But oh, bullshit.
each other, get engaged, and then get married, and then you can have babies and stuff.
Dating is supposed to lead to marriage, and I think that here's the problem with a lot of women what they're doing today, because they have female dating strategies. So they meet a guy that they want to marry, right? And they don't sleep with the guy. They're doing A lot of women do this in the U.S. They don't sleep with the guy, or they make him wait months before, like they have to be in an established relationship and it has to be heading towards marriage. What these women are doing in the U.S. though is that they have a fuck boy on the side or a bunch of fuck boys. So while the guy is basically just sitting around, and like there's nothing he can do. She's because now he's dating her, so they're seriously dating, and he can't go and see someone else. She's going and sleeping with tons of other guys on the side. So her needs are being met, and the guy, the poor bastard, is just sitting at home jacking off, if even that. Right? And then finally he gets to marry her, and when he gets to like beat every so often. Come on. That's if they even end up getting married. If they don't, it's just been a complete waste of time. And if they do, this woman's going to be cheating on him in his marriage as well.
Like that. Um, no sexual activities before marriage. So you'll know that every woman there, like at least most of them are pure.
Mm.
So that's one pro of going to.
I truly believe that a lot of men would be fine with a woman saying would even be okay, would even prefer it if a woman said, okay, no type of sexual activity, but that means no type of sexual activity, like not with me or anyone else. Period. Like that's how you live your life. Like you're not sleeping around until you get married. And a lot of men would value this in society. The problem is that women have changed because women have so many options. They blame men for it. They say, "Oh, the only reason why women sleep around is because men like it, because men are sleeping with them." Like that's absolute bullshit. Women are sleeping with the top 10% of the women are sleeping with the top 10% of men. 90% women. The average woman is not interested in 90% of men today. 90% of men are found as undesirable to women today. 90%. Women find men who are 5'10" short. You're a short king at 5'10". You look 6 foot. In shoes, you look 6 foot. All right? In shoes, you look 6 foot. A lot of people think I'm 6 foot. I'm not 6 foot. I'm 5'10". 5'10", 5'11", being honest. But in shoes, I look 6 foot. But that's absolute bullshit. You telling me? Oh, you're like, oh, short kings, bro, short kings. Oh man, oh boy, oh boy.
Egypt.
No high body count.
Yeah,
They pure. So you
yeah,
gonna a man's gonna get a woman that basically a virgin.
which is rare over here.
What is it?
Huh?
I said you right. Ain't no
Yeah, it
virgins out
is.
here.
Why would you want a girl who's been passed around and done this and that? Like you would want a girl that haven't done anything so you can take her out and she can make you look good. You wouldn't want a woman like you wouldn't want to even be seen with a hoe.
You wouldn't even want to be seen with a like, guys. We're here fighting for these women that are hoes. Men are here fighting for hoes, marrying hoes. Like, why would you even want to be seen with that? Like, I'm telling you, this is what it's coming down to, where American men won't want to be seen with American women anymore, and they will have no one to blame but themselves. And they're gonna blame men. Of course, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna blame men. They're gonna blame other women because right now, American women are blaming foreign women for taking these men that they don't want, that they allegedly don't want. And then some of them, when they see that, when they realize what's going on, then they start crying and they're like, talk. They start talking shit like, you don't know how much women do for men in America. You don't know how good we are to these men. We love these men so much. Y'all are full of shit. Y'all are full of shit. All right.
Right? So when you have a good woman on your side, that's like it brings up your value too, you know? Yeah.
There you go. That's true. That's true. So you said a good woman brings up a man's value. That's definitely correct.
A good woman does bring up a man's value. She's gonna explain it now. She's gonna explain how a good woman brings up a man's value, and it's shocking. It is shocking what she says. A good woman brings up a man's value, but the way that she brings up a man's value is not based on how she looks. The way that she brings up a man's value is not based on how this woman looks. It's about what this woman does for this man. It's about how this man observe how other women, how other men, let me correct myself, observe things, the way they see this woman behave when she's around her husband, when she's around her man, what she does, not how she dresses, not how sexy she is, not how much other men are lusting for her, but how she responds, the things that she does, the value that she brings into his life, the utility that she gives him. Check.
How do you feel like she brings a man's value up? Like, because basically, like nobody would
Hmm.
say your girl's a hoe. And
Yeah,
she
not
makes life easier.
yeah, and she's not seen around. She cooks for you. Your mans when they're with you, they see how she treats you.
Your boys, when they are with you, okay? Other men, when they are with you, they see how she treats you. She cooks for you. Just listen to this. She's not around. She's not around the. She's not out in the
Like
streets. She's not in the streets.
nurtures you.
She nurtures you. It's something American women don't know how to do. Guys, how many men are listening to this video right now, and your mother's a bitch? Like you were raised by a total bitch. Like she took care of you, she fed you, she cleaned for you, but she's a total bitch because she didn't want to do these things. She constantly complained about doing these things. Because like women in other countries, this is what they have to offer. So I mean, it doesn't matter how old they are, all they know is this, like cooking and cleaning and providing. This is what they know how to do. They don't want to sit around. It doesn't matter if their kids are 2 or 20. This is what they know how to do. All right? They are natural nurturers. This is how they give value. Okay? But American women, they don't want to do this shit. How many young men were raised by total bitches? You know, mom gives you a plate of food and she's cursing you out like, you lazy motherfucker. Be grateful that I gave you that food because I didn't have to cook for you. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like really, who the fuck do you think you are, bitch? Yes, you do have to cook for me. That's your fucking job. All right? Oh, who said that's my job? The government. All right? Because if you're not able to feed me, they need to put me in foster care so someone else will feed me and I'll complain about it. That's your fucking job. Your job as a parent is to take care of your fucking kids. It's to feed your fucking kids. It's to wipe their fucking asses. It's to clean up behind them. It's to make sure that their needs are met. You don't deserve a medal for being a good mother, for doing the shit you're supposed to do. All right, fuck, get the fuck out of here.
Like when a guy see, like when your friends see that, they're gonna be like, "Oh, she's fired for that. Oh, she's like doing this, and that for him. Oh, like he's mad cool. Like, it'll make you feel good as a man. She like if you tell her, oh, go iron the shirt for me. Okay, yeah. Like,
Go iron this shirt for me, like seriously. And I'm gonna be real with you. Like a lot of these women, you don't have to tell them to do these things. They make sure your dinner is ready. All right. They may ask you, "What do you want to have?" Blah 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 blah, or they'll put something together for you. You know, or your clothing. They know you have to go to work, so they know that your clothes need to be ironed. All right, and they want to be with a man that's valuable. They want to be with a man of value. So they're gonna make sure that you look good. They're gonna make sure your clothes are ironed. They're gonna make sure that you're set up because you're their dude. All right, they're gonna put work into you. They're gonna be they're gonna be proud of that. So when other women see you, all right, they're gonna say, "Oh, I want him," but they can't have you. All right, they can't have you because you belong to another woman. All right, that's putting that work in.
could go cook for me. Like she'll do it because that's her role.
Like really, guys, what we have here in America today, we have low value women. These American women are low value women. They offer no utility, and even their sexual marketplace value is in the gutter. It really is in the gutter because they have high body counts. They have terribly high body counts. Who in their right minds wants to have one of these women? Like who in their right minds wants to be in a relationship with one of these women? It's the truth is it's what we've been left to deal with all these years. And enough is enough. Men have to say nah, and no, 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 and that's why men are going overseas, they're getting their passports and getting the fuck up out of here. Anyway, guys, what do you think about this? What do you think about the notion that women around the world are competing for Western men, competing for them, and that this is going to accelerate? Okay, what do you think about this? Egypt is on the map. Africa is on the map. All right. I mean, the Philippines, they're holding, they're playing the long game. Okay, like they're traveling, they're traveling. Indonesia is on the map. Okay, Indonesia is on the map, guys. Like these women are. Brazil is on the map. Dominican Republic is on the map. Okay, Costa Rica is on the map. All these countries, these women are competing. They are competing for men. They're competing for men. All right, they're competing for men because these men. Listen to me. It's not just the money that these men are bringing. You have a man in the home. Think about this. You have a man who's not out in the streets. He's not playing bullshit. He's not out doing fuckboy shit and gaming. He is a grown ass man. You don't want a fuck. These women don't want fuckboys. They don't want these stupid guys that are spitting game. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Because what do guys do that spit game? They go from one woman to another woman to another woman. Women in other countries, they want real men. All right? Real men that have jobs, that have skills, and that will protect them. All right? They provide significant utility. And all these women have to do is cook and clean. Cook and clean and 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 take care of their men. That's it. Guys, modern day women don't know what they've lost yet, but they're about to find out. They got their they what's happened with feminism is they got their reward and now they're gonna get their punishment. All right? They got their rewards and now they're gonna get their punishments. All right. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on notifications, never miss another video ever again. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers. That was a good video. That's a good video. I did a good job. I did a very, very good job.